Hey everyone, JJB here, welcoming you back to another episode of Race for Ratings, the series where I try to reach and maintain a spot in the UK Top 10 Singles BattleSpot rankings. So as you can see on the screen here, we're using the same team as we used in the last episode. We've got Ninetales, Cloyster, Mega-Pinsir, Porygon-Z, Garchomp and Rotom-Wash. So let's jump straight in. We're sitting at a 4-3 win-loss ratio at the moment. I don't know what our rating currently is. I think hopefully it should be over 1500. Yeah, 1515. So back to where we were at the start of the episode 3, which is pretty funny, really. Shoved the music onto Guardian Deity. There it is. Yeah, best one. And we find someone from Japan sitting at 1477. And they're rocking out with a Lucario, Charizard, Mimikyu, Dragonite, Thundurus and a Cloyster of their own. So it's going to be Mega Lucario in all likelihood, and it's going to be some sort of Mega Charizard. I'm thinking probably Charizard Y, because they do have the Dragonite there and they'll be doubling up on Dragon types otherwise. So I think I quite like Cloyster as a lead, although he doesn't do too much to the Lucario there, so maybe not. Possibly Rotom then. Rotom can do some pretty good work to a number of mons there on his team, so I think I'm going to lead Rotom. He's carrying Toxic instead of Will-O-Wisp, so we can get some Toxics off on things like the Dragonite, Thundurus, the Mimikyu, obviously not the Lucario because it's Steel type. Yeah, so we go with the Rotom. I quite like Porygon, and I think I might go Mega-Pinsir as well. No, maybe not Mega-Pinsir. He's got too many. No, do you know what? We're gonna. Okay, we'll go for it. Let's see how we do. I've always wanted to use Mega-Pinsir, so hopefully he can do some work here. I think maybe starting with Ninetales would have been better to get up the Aurora Veil, but we'll see. Pokemon Trainer. Something. We go out with Rotom. And they start out with Thundurus. So this is fine, it'll be a neutral hit on us. I think they're probably just going to want to go for a Volt Switch here, to be honest. So we've got Toxic, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt and Hydro Pump. Obviously the two electric moves are a no-no, because the Thundurus does carry the Volt Absorb. Hydro Pump will do some good damage. But I think I'm going to go for a Toxic. I can see him switching out here. He goes for an Agility. Okay, so he's making himself super speedy. So we've got a Toxic off, so at least the Thundurus can't stay in forever here. Does he get Baton Pass? I don't know. We're going to click Hydro Pump. Hopefully we don't miss. Hopefully we do some big damage. He goes for a Sludge Wave. That's interesting. We should be able to take that fairly well, and we do. And we miss the Hydro Pump, of course we do. The Hydro miss. Really frustrating, although it does... The Toxic is going to start whittling this thing down. We've not hit it yet, and already it's lost a decent chunk of HP. So we'll click Hydro Pump again. Is this a Z move? It is a Z move. So the... I can't remember what it's called. Is it Gigavolt Havoc? Let's have a look. Yeah, Gigavolt Havoc. So that's going to come out now. Slap our Rotom in the face. I don't think we're going to live that. No, we do go down. The problem here is as well is this Thundurus is now going to outspeed most of my mons. It's boosted itself up to +2 speed, which is huge. So what I'm thinking now is whether I bring in Pinsir. Can Pinsir take a hit? to get up a Swords Dance, then Mega Evolve and smack it with a Quick Attack. I don't know if that'll be enough to kill. We're going to have to go Porygon. And we're going to have to just go for an Ice Beam, I think. I don't think we can get 2 turns in to get a conversion up and then another hit. So I think we'll have to take a hit now. Fire off an Ice Beam. And take it from there. So Sludge Wave comes out. That will do just over 50%, I reckon. Yeah. And in comes the Ice Beam. Smacks Thunderous. We should get a kill here. We do. So I'm not feeling too good about this. We've got the Pinsir in the back, but if he brings anything like Charizard or the Cloyster, then we're in big trouble. Goes to the Mimikyu. That's okay by me. I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. Obviously, the main point of Porygon-Z is to get the Z conversion up. And then that gives you a huge boost on the Thunderbolt, because you've got adaptability and stab. So Thunderbolt becomes really strong, but also the Z conversion gives you +1 in all your stats, so you end up with +1 special attack, +1 speed, +1 defense, +1 special defense. So it makes Porygon quite a big threat. The Mimikyu, they went for a Swords Dance, which is strange because a Shadow Ball here should do some big damage, and he can't Shadow Sneak me as I am a normal type still. And he's gone for a Swords Dance again. I'm not sure what his plan here is. He can't Shadow Sneak me. So I think, oh, for God's sake. So we've had another communications error, which I think does go down as a loss against myself, which is ridiculous. So we can check the results, that's fine. We'll continue battling. That's really frustrating. Oh, no, it hasn't counted as a loss for us. Just a null match there. Okay, so we're still 4 for 3, still 15-15, and we found someone else to play straight away. That was very bizarre. I guess that means a communication error wasn't my fault. Is that what that means? In any case, let's have a look. So they've got a Crocodile, Primarina, Charizard, Braviary, Magnezone, and Beware. So who do we like here? I quite like Rotom as a lead again, to be honest. Yeah, I think we're going to go Rotom first. Are we, or are we going to go Ninetales first to get up the Aurora Veil? So the thing is, he's using quite a lot of mons here, which I don't really know what they do. I don't know what Braviary really wants to do. Crocodile I haven't actually seen playing online in this game yet. Beware, I'm not sure what that does. Although I think I quite like Pinsir, to be honest. We're gonna give Pinsir a go. I think I am gonna lead Ninetales here. Yeah, we're gonna lead Ninetales. It has super effective hits against 4 of the mons in his team. We'll bring the Pinsir, and I think we'll bring the Garchomp as well to clean up at the end. I think we'll bring the Garchomp. Sorry, Rotom, you nearly made it. So they're playing the Sun. Right, so let's see how we go. Hopefully we don't get communication errors again. That'll be a real shame. He's rocking out with the peace sign there. It's about to catch a piece of this Ninetales. Hurry up. And he leads Magnezone. So he's got a big steel type move, Flash Cannon here to smack us with. I don't know what Magnezone's speed is either, to be honest. Does it outspeed our Ninetales? And if it does, do we want to switch somebody else in? I wasn't paying enough attention to see whether it had an air balloon or not. If it didn't have an air balloon, then Garchomp here is a really good shout. If it did, then obviously Garchomp's a stupid idea. And neither's our Pinsir, to be honest. Magnezone's pretty slow. Okay, I've just had a check. So we are just going to go for the Aurora Veil here. And he outspeeds. Is that a Choice Scarfed Magnezone? I mean, it's got a base speed of 60. Alright, I'm calling hijinks there. I'm saying it's Choice Scarfed. There's no way that just outsped my my Ninetales. So what's he got? He's got the Charizard and the Braviary here to absorb an Earthquake. He's locked in on Flash Cannon, which I don't think he's really going to want to stay in on. I think I'm going to click Dragon Claw here. I'm expecting him to switch out and I want to get some hits off on something. So let's go for the Dragon Claw. He does withdraw, so that's good. It's too risky to go for the Earthquake when he could have gone out into the Charizard or the Braviary. Instead he goes out into the Crocodile. It does drop our attack. But we are able to smack this thing with a pretty big Dragon Claw. Now we know we outspeed. And we know that we have the Aurora... Oh, we don't have the Aurora Veil up. No, we lost that, didn't we? I don't want to lose Garchomp, but I think it can take a hit from this thing. What was the last guy I brought again? The Pinsir. Okay, well, Pinsir can handle this. As long as it gets the Swords Dance up, it can handle the Magnezone as well. So let's smack this thing with another Dragon Claw. And he goes for a Crunch. I can't see that doing more than half, really. Yeah, just about half. And he's Life Orb, okay. So we're going to smack this again. And see what he wants to go for here. He could potentially switch out into the Magnezone. I think he might want to keep the Crocodile around. It's at the range now where a quick attack from our Pinsir should be able to kill it though. What do Crocodile tend to carry? Earthquake, Crunch, Rock Slide maybe? Rock Slide wouldn't be good for our Pinsir. Or Rock Tomb or anything else like that. So he's going to let the Crocodile go down here. We're able to smack that with a pretty big hit. So Garchomp's pretty low. I think he should just bring out the Magnezone here, yeah, because Magnezone's not going to... But he'll have to be locked into a Steel-type move, which I'm not too scared about for our Pinsir, so we're going to leave him in and see what he wants to go for. He can't be going for an Electric-type move. He goes for a Flash Cannon. We resist this? Can we survive? We can't. Oh, we don't resist. Okay, fair enough. So the hail stops now. That's fine. We're going to chuck in our Pinsir here. And then we're going to Mega Evolve and go for a Swords Dance. Or do we think a Storm Throw would just kill here? I think we Mega Evolve, we Swords Dance, we live a hit, and then we start killing things. Yeah, let's give it a go. I haven't, as I've said before, I haven't used Mega-Pinsir. I don't know how bulky he is. I know he's pretty speedy. I know he hits like a tank. So we take just over half of our health, and he gets a special defense drop here. So I was hoping we'd survive with more than half our health there. I think now he just outspeeds and kills us, which is a real pain. What do we think? I mean, the quick attack's 4 times resisted. We have to click Circle Throw, or Storm Throw rather. And he just does outspeed and kill us. So we really should have gone for the attack there instead. Oh man, that sucks. So Sun does beat us. That is a real shame. Well, I mean, the first battle was a bit of a no-show, wasn't it? So I think we're going to try and get one more in this episode. Yeah, we'll go for one more, and we'll see how we do. Okay, it's going to take some time for the results to be done. Check the results in the Global Link website, or whatever. Continue battling. We'll give this team one more go. It's not been, well, I don't know if it's a team or if it's just me, but it's not done too well for us so far. We only lost 1 point for that. So we're chilling down here at 15-14. We find someone with a rating of 1588. And they're using an interesting team here. They're Arcanine, Dragonite, Mimikyu, Garchomp, Quagsire, and Vikavolt. Okay, well I really like our Ninetales lead here. It has the Freeze Dry to smack the Quagsire, the Garchomp, the Dragonite. I think Vikavolt's flying type as well, so we've got super effective moves against a huge chunk of his team there, as well as being able to boost all of our defences. So that gets my vote. Got the Choice Scarf on the Garchomp, that's good. I quite like Porygon here as well, to be honest. Apart from the Quagsire walls Porygon quite nicely. I mean, I want to give Pinsir a go again. Okay, we're going to bring the Porygon. And I think we're going to also bring the Rotom. Most of the monsters in this team are physically offensive. It can wall the Quagsire quite nicely, get Toxic off. Yeah, so I think this is our plan here. I think we'll lead Ninetales, try and do some damage to whatever he's leading with. We've got Rotom to be bulky, get some things poisoned, whittle down his team. And then we've got the Porygon to try and sweep and clean up at the end. So I'm hoping this is a quick battle. I know we're already pretty close to our 20-minute mark. He leads out with the Arcanine. We lead out with Ninetales. I think Ninetales outspeeds. Our ability here does activate first. Snow Warning is going before the Intimidate. So that tells me that we are faster. So let's go for the Aurora Veil. And then depending on what move he goes for and what item he goes for, we can go for an Encore before we die. If he locks himself into a Fire type move, that's when we bring in Rotom. Predict the switch, go for a Toxic, do some good damage. So we get boosted defences here. Essentially just a Reflect and a Light Screen all in one go. He goes for the Flame Charge to boost his defences here. Sorry, to boost his speed. I think we go for an Encore. As long as he's doing that, he's not going to do huge damage to Rotom, so I think we'll go for the Encore, let him get another boost in, bring in our Rotom to sponge the hits. It's max defense, max HP, so he's going to not take too much from a Flame Charge, resisted, huge defences, and in the Aurora Veil. So that +1 speed did actually let him outspeed there, which meant that was quite a risky play. So we are going to go for the Encore. Does get him locked into that Flame Charge. I didn't take into account the fact he already had +1 speed there, so if they'd mixed up his moves, that could have gone quite badly for us. But now we know he's locked in, we know what he's going to go for. Takes away the prediction, so the switch into Rotom here is very, very easy to make. And Rotom takes absolutely nothing from that. The Arcanine here is very, very speedy, but he's not going to be doing a thing to us. We'll take hail damage. We have got leftovers. That's going to bring us back up to the point where we've barely got a scratch on us. So here's the thing: does he predict a switch here, or do we predict a switch? I don't think he's going to want to stay in. So I think we go for a Toxic. I can see him swapping out and wanting to keep the Arcanine here. It's oh no, he just stays in. Okay. I mean, he's very, very speedy, but he's doing no damage to us. I reckon he's banking on the fact that the Arcanine here has probably got a move like Wild Charge or something, which he's hoping can do some good damage to our Rotom. Hopefully his Encore doesn't end this turn. Take some poison damage. Okay, fine. So we're going to go for a Hydro Pump now. This should be enough to either scare him out or do some big damage onto whatever does switch in if he makes a switch. He's still locked into the Flame Charge. This is the world's fastest Arcanine right now. Hydro Pump, and we do connect. Perfect. That should be a dead Arcanine now. Now we've preserved our Ninetales, so I know we've wasted quite a lot of turns here of the Aurora Veil. But we do have the Ninetales there to bring it back up. So the Hail stops, which means that we've had 5 turns. The Aurora Veil lasts for 8, so we've got a few more to go. And he goes for the Dragonite here. So the Dragonite's probably going to want to go for Dragon Dances. It's probably going to want to go for some setup moves like that. We're going to hit it with a Toxic. It will break the multi-scale. Just go for the Dragon Dance. I don't know what it really wants to do to me here. We are max defense. We have got boosted defenses in the Aurora Veil. So we'll get a Toxic off. See, the only move that it can really go for against me is it can't go for Earthquake because we have Levitate. If it has a Fire Punch or a move like that, it's not going to do very much, so it has to go for a Dragon type move. So we need to predict when he's going to use a Dragon type move and go out into our Ninetales. However, Ninetales will be outsped, so we won't be able to do very much back. So we're just going to go flat out for... He locks himself into Outrage here, which is... I mean, you can see why he's doing it. It does some big damage. But we can just go back out into our Ninetales to absorb that hit on the next turn. He's taking some pretty big damage now. I think we're going to just stay in. I think... Is the Aurora Veil still up? The Aurora Veil's still up. I think we might be able to live another hit. So I think with the combination of Thunderbolt and Toxic, this Dragonite will go down this turn. Thing is, I could have switched into the Ninetales. He does just pick up a kill. That's very frustrating. But does he get confused? He doesn't get confused, which means he has one more turn left of the Outrage, which means we can come into our Ninetales here, set up another Aurora Veil. Set up another Aurora Veil, yeah, perfect. And then our Porygon should be able to come in and clean up at the end of this game. The Dragonite should die this turn to the poison damage. So we have no effect from the Outrage. He does get confused this turn. We get up an Aurora Veil. Boosts our defences so that Porygon can sweep at the end of the game. And the Dragonite should go down here to its combination of Toxic and also Hail as well. So that's dead Dragonite. Perfect. Down that thing goes. And then it comes down to whatever his last mon is. I can't remember what he had on his team, to be honest. Quagsire. So the Quagsire does do pretty good work against our Porygon, to be honest. We are carrying the Freeze Dry. We're going to go for that. We will outspeed. So the question is, how much does Freeze Dry do? Is it just me, or does the Q for Quagsire look really strange? No, who cares? Right, so we hit a few Freeze Dry, and it's enough to just one-shot the Quagsire, so Porygon not even needed here. And we pick up a win. So we managed to beat someone there using just our Rotom and Ninetales. No Mega-Pinsir, which is a real shame. But we are sitting at around 26, 25 minutes now, so we are going to end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please remember to leave a like, and also remember to click subscribe to keep up to date with all my future videos.